All right, guys, I just wanted to give you an update to my Smiter pally. He's a bit more upgraded. I have a video where I rule grief. It's a mid-tier grief. This substantially increases his effectiveness inside of UBERS. And I figured something else out too. I also got a perfect Drax. If you didn't see the other video, it's just Dracul's Grasp. You need this. This will life tap onto skellies and non-leechable characters, and then you can sustain health because Smite hits so fast that you just don't die. And then you have your Cold Absorb, Fire Absorb, Lightning Absorb. You can run String of Ears here too. Gore Rider, or you could use Goblin Toe. Herald of Zakarim, this is a big deal. High Lord's big deal. Kira's I use for the resistances, which I found a little trick. That's why I have Gilliams in here too. You could just run Gilliams, but then your resistances will hurt. I'll show you what I do. I hot swap to it once Fade procs on my Treachery. I was running Treachery primarily for the increased attack speed, which the more attack speed, the more survivability you have because you leech more off of the life tap from Draculs, right? Or you're just native leech if you're running it. Mana leech is not an issue. You just pop pots, and Smite is so cheap to swing. That's why it's so effective. If you were to run out of mana more, or if you couldn't life tap off of like skeletons or non-leechable characters, this build would not work nearly as effective in UBERS. I recently got a mid-roll pally torch, just like yesterday, 2 days ago. I was running without this before, and I was running without grief before. I ran like black or the Redeemer in this slot, which was my budget build. Now he's getting a bit more expensive. Your final game build will be Gilliams on all the time, and then Chains of Honor, which Chains is a bit expensive. I don't really know if I'm going to build it because I can already chunk all the Uber bosses. Like I said, I did not realize Fade increased your resistances, right? It maxes my resistances without Kira's. So when Fade procs, your character will look ethereal. He'll be see-through, right? When that procs, you throw Gilliams on, and I still sustain max resistances. And it lasts quite a while. I don't know the exact amount, but when you're in there, you can hot swap to Gilliams, and then, you know, you'll chunk even more. Then I just finished the run out with Gilliams on, as long as Ethereal's on me, or Fade's on me. That's my technique now. So he's pretty much not a budget build anymore. He's getting expensive. I need one more item, which I don't see the point, really. I mean, what it would do is it'd let me run Gilliams more, and I think it has Deadly Strike or something, so you chunk even more. It'd just be like overkill, which I get why people would do it, but I'm really not after it too much. But yeah, and this is a low-end Kira's too. It maxes my build out. I just have plus skillers. Geese is really not necessary, but I have it on here. Just life skillers. These are sort of junk. You want like 19 to 20 lives. But these have sustained me. Just some resist charms to max my stuff out. You also want them to be 10 to 11. I have a bunch on my ult. I'm too lazy to transfer them onto him. I have a bunch of 20 life charms and 11% resist and hit recovery. I probably should tweak that stuff a bit, but even before the torch and grief, it was still a sustainable build budget-wise to get through Ubers. Now it's just like it's sort of a joke. Everything that was even a slight issue before is nothing now. Mephisto just chunks down in like 10 seconds, less than that. But yeah, I just wanted to show off the updated build. I'm probably not going to progress him too much further from here. I might swap out some of the charms. And honestly, when I do get Enigma, I've been cutting back a bit because Halo released, Battlefield, you know, I'm not liking the Battlefield release at this moment. We'll see if they fix it. I'm playing a lot more Halo, so I'm sort of taking a break. So once I get Enigma, I might make him a hammered in with teleport. That'll be a whole other video, but I cannot find a Jaw or a Burr, guys. Like, I've been looking through high and low, man. I've been doing arcane chest runs, just everything. Lower Kuros with 8-man, Travancore, you know, you name it, dude. I'm not getting lucky. I had a buddy who found 2 Jaws and a Burr. I mean, he got screwed on his bow rules. He loves bows on. That's a whole other video as well. Not much more to say. The video is already at 5 minutes. You get the gist, man. You know how to run it. Make sure you're running your Holy Shield, Fanaticism, max those out. I already went over the build. It's pretty common, much common sense. And just Smite, it just swings so fast and leeches life so fast when Drax procs. If the only issue I run into are the winged demons in the Matron's Den, they can be a pain. And if you need to pre-life tap, find a life tap one with charges. It's a bit expensive to repair it, but whatever. You can pre-cast it, so when you go in, you instantly get that life tap, that life leech, right? My only issue is sometimes I'll run in and I'll start swinging, and if this 5% life tap does not proc, you can die. You know, if you're not running like rejuves and smashing them, the wand allows you to instantly get that life leech right as you go in and start hitting. A lot of times I'm a little lazy. Unless I'm having an issue, I'll just run right in and start slamming, and life tap usually procs quick. But if it doesn't, cause an issue. So you get the gist. Fade procs, swap Kira's out for Gilliam's, and it basically turns this chest into like a chains minus all the other awesome stats. You know what I mean? Change is still awesome, but it's like, yeah, it's basically end game. At this point, you could have a better grief at 40%. Really, am I really going to roll another one to hit that 40? No, not at all. Don't really need it. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and thanks for watching.